This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor Mr. Roldan Ardinas to use this as an educational material.
So good evening everyone, my topic is all about introduction to peace education. Peace education is an educational approach that seeks to nurture the knowledge, skills, attitude, and values necessary to foster a culture of peace. It involves teaching about the cause of conflict, the principles of non-violence, and the importance of social justice. In human rights, peace education aims to empower individuals to prevent and resolve conflicts peacefully, promote understanding and cooperation among different groups, and contribute to the creation of just and sustainable society. Overview of peace education covers a broad range of topics including conflict resolution, non-violent communication, global citizenship, environmental sustainability, and the promotion of human rights. It is not limited to formal education settings but can be integrated into various spheres of life, including family, community, and workplace environments. The ultimate goals of peace education is to develop individuals who are equipped to contribute positively to their communities and the world at large by fostering peaceful relationships, addressing the root causes of violence and injustice. Importance of peace education is crucial for building a more peaceful world. It helps individuals understand the complexities and conflicts and the importance of addressing them in non-violent and constructive manner. And the holistic of peace concept of peace recognizes that true peace is not just the absence of war and violence but the presence of conditions that support human well-being and dignity. This includes social justice, economic stability, environmental sustainability, and respect for human rights. And that's all for my topic.
I'm Engine Cadet Taganao, and I'm going to discuss about the holistic concept of peace. In-depth exploration of what holistic approach to peace entails, linking it to CMO number 1 S 2019 or the Customs Memorandum Order. The holistic concept of peace means looking at the peace in a complete way, not just as the absence of war or violence. It involves creating a society where everyone can live safely, fairly, and with opportunities for a good life. Here's a simple breakdown. The key points of the holistic concept of peace. Number 1, more than just no war. It involves negative peace and positive peace. The negative peace is when there is no active fighting or war, but there might still the problems like injustice or inequality. And positive peace goes further. It means having a systems that practices in place and ensure fairness, justice, and opportunities for all, not just an absence of conflict. Involving everyone. A holistic approach to peace includes everyone in society, not just governments. This means working with communities, organizations, businesses, schools, and individuals to build a peace. It also means paying attention to the needs of groups were often left out, like women, children, and minorities, to make sure peace benefits everyone equally. To the connection to Customs Memorandum Order number 1 S 2019 is a rule from the Philippine Commission on Higher Education that requires peace education to be included in college courses. This rule fits well with the holistic concept of peace because it promotes peace education. It ensures that students learn about peace not just as the subject but as a way of life, teaching them how to contribute to a peaceful society. Number 2, encourages learning across different subjects by integrating peace education in various subjects. This role recognizes that peace is important in all economics and the environment. In simple terms, the holistic concept of peace and Custom Memorandum Order Number 1 is 2019 is both focused on creating a fair, just, and sustainable society where everyone can thrive and live without fear or conflict. That's all. Thank you.
In 2019, the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED in the Philippines, issued CHED Memorandum Order Number 1 in 2019, a directive that mandates the integration of peace studies into a curricula of higher education institutes across the country. This memorandum marks a significant step in embedding peace education. The key area of focus is curriculum integration. Peace education is integrated across various disciplines, not just social sciences. Whether in engineering, health, or business, students are taught the principle of peace, conflict resolution, and social justice, ensuring that graduates are equipped to contribute to peace building in any field. Second, faculty development. To effectively teach peace education, higher education institutions are encouraged to invest in faculty training. This ensures educators can consistently and effectively deliver peace-related content, enhancing overall quality of education. Third, the collaboration. The memorandum promotes partnership between higher education institutions and organizations involved in peace building. This collaboration can include joint research, community outreach, and exchange programs. For the broader implications, first is cultural shift. By integrating peace studies, CHED Memorandum Order Number 1 in 2019 foster a cultural shift, making peace a core value within education. Over time, this shift can influence broader societal norms, prioritizing peace in everyday life. Promotion of social cohesion and critical thinking. Peace education helps students understand and address the root cause of conflict through critical thinking and compassionate actions. This promotes social cohesion by encouraging peaceful conflict and resolution and appreciation of diversity. Global citizenship. As students learn about global issues and peace building, they are prepared to become a global citizens capable of contributing to peace and development worldwide, whether through advocacy, policy making, or grassroots efforts. Last one, long-term societal impact. Ultimately, CHED Memorandum Order Number 1 in 2019 aims to create a lasting societal impact by cultivating a generation committed to peace. As these students move into leadership roles, they will bring the values and skills of peace education to their communities, fostering a more peaceful and just society.
My topic is all about personal peace, understanding inner peace, and its contribution to broader efforts. Personal peace or inner peace is a state of mental and emotional calmness free from anxiety and conflict. It is the foundation of any lasting peace and is essential for fostering a peaceful world. So, what is inner peace? Personal peace is achieved when individuals align their thoughts, emotion, and actions with their values. Key elements include self-awareness, mindfulness, gratitude, forgiveness, and balance. It allows individuals to face challenges with resilience and positivity. Inner peace and broader peace efforts. First one is non-violence. Inner peace reduces aggression, promoting peaceful conflicts resolution. Second one is compassion. A peaceful mind fosters empathy, crucial for understanding and dialogue in diverse communities. Third is positive actions. Peaceful individuals contribute positively to society, promoting justice and community well-being. Fourth one is peaceful communities. Inner peace builds peaceful communities, reducing conflict and serving as a model for others. The last one is spreading peace. Those with inner peace often inspire and advocate for broader peaceful efforts. Cultivating inner peace. Meditation, enhance self-awareness and calmness. Healthy relationships. Positive connections reduce stress. personal development. Growth through learning and reflection fosters control over emotions. Physical well-being. A healthy body supports a peaceful mind. Boundaries. Setting limits protects peace and prevent burnouts. So inner peace is the foundation of broader peace efforts. By cultivating personal peace, individuals can contribute to a more peaceful society, starting a ripple effect that promotes global peace.
I am Kadit Lebeco and I'm here to report on my topic, interpersonal peace, the importance of peaceful relationship between individuals and its role in fostering a peaceful society. So, interpersonal peace is a crucial for building harmonious and peaceful society. It begins with the relationship between individuals, how we interact, communicate, and resolve complex with one another. When people engage in peaceful, respectful interaction, they lay the groundwork for broader social stability and harmony. At the heart of it, interpersonal peace is the practice of empathy, understanding, and effective communication when the individuals listen to one another and acknowledge different perspectives and work collaboratively to resolve differences. Conflicts can be managed before they escalate. This not only reduces personal stress and tension but also diminishes the likelihood of violence and discord in the broader community. Moreover, peaceful interpersonal relationships foster trust and mutual respect, which are essentials for building strong communities. This relationship create a ripple effect. When people feel respected and valued in their personal interaction, they are more likely to extend their respect to others, contributing to a culture of peace. Interpersonal peace also plays a vital role in conflict in society, where individuals prioritize peaceful interaction and conflicts be approached with a mindset focused and understanding cooperation rather than hospitality. That's all. Thank you.
Hello, good day. I'm Engine Cadet Tapia Mark Gerson. Social peace is exploring peace within communities, including social justice, equality, and the role of education. Exploring social peace within communities involves a multifaceted approach that includes social justice, equality, and education. So, social justice. This focus on ensuring fair treatment and equitable distribution of resources and opportunities. Social justice addresses systematic issues such as poverty, discrimination, and inequality, aiming to create a more just society where everyone has an equal chance to live. And second, equality. So the equality means providing individuals with the same resources and opportunities, but it is important to note that true equality often requires tailored approach to account and for differing needs and starting points. So equality, therefore, it involves adjusting the resources and support to level the playing field. So the last is the role of education. So the role of the education is the crucial in fostering social peace. It means empowers individual with knowledge and critical thinking. From it promotes understanding and tolerance and helps dismantle prejudice. So by empathizing, inclusive circular and teaching the values of respect and empathy, education can bridge divides a strong, build and cohesive communities. That's all. Thank you.
My topic is about global peace. Global peace invention is a world where all nations coexist without conflict, fostering a collective commitment to harmony and security. Central to this is the role of international relations, where diplomacy and open communication are used to address and resolve disputes. Organizations like United Nations, NATO, and other regional bodies are crucial in facilitating dialogue, promoting disarmament, and implementing peacekeeping missions. However, the pursuit of global peace goes beyond merely preventing wars. It requires tackling root causes of conflict such as poverty, inequality, and human rights violations. These issues often ignite tensions and fuel unrest, making it essential to address them through global cooperation and sustainable development. While achieving global peace is undeniably challenging, it remains an essential aspiration, driving efforts to create a more just, stable, and prosperous world for future generations. Moreover, the pursuit of global peace must consider the importance of cultural understanding and tolerance. In an increasingly interconnected world, the ability to appreciate and respect diverse perspectives is crucial in preventing misunderstandings that could lead to conflict. The challenge of global peace is immense, requiring a sustainable and collective efforts for governments, international organizations, civil societies, and individuals. Yet, despite these challenges, the division of peaceful world continues to inspire global cooperation and action, offering hope for a future where harmony prevails over conflict.
Good day everyone, I am Dr. John Califnares. The topic is all about peace in the natural environment. Peace in the natural environment are deeply interconnected. A stable and healthy environment often support peace by providing essentials resources like clean water, food, and stable climate. Conversely, environmental degradations can lead to conflict over scarce resources, forced migrations, and social stability. Promoting environmental sustainability can contribute to peace by addressing root causes of conflict and fostering cooperations across borders. When communities and nations work together to protect shared ecosystems, it builds trust and lays the foundation for lasting peace. Peaceful society are also more capable of managing resources equitably and responding effectively to environmental challenges. Globalization has complex effects on both peace and natural environment. On one hand, globalization can promote peace by encouraging economic interdependence, cross-cultural exchanges, and global cooperations. When countries are economically linked, they may be less likely to engage in conflicts due to mutual benefits. However, globalization also offers opportunities for global environmental stewardship, international cooperations, and technological exchanges can help spread sustainable practices, green technologies, and conservation efforts. In a sense, a harmonious relationship between people and nature is a key to achieving both ecological balance and endorsing peace. That's all. Thank you.
Peace education integrates values and skills for living in harmony with oneself, others, and the environment. Personal level, emotional literacy, developing self-awareness and empathy, mindfulness, practicing technique like meditation for inner peace, conflict resolution, learning non-violent communication. For social level, inclusive education promoting respect and understanding across diverse backgrounds, community engagement, involving in-service project for social justice. Restorative justice, focusing on healing and reconciliation. And for level, global citizenship, understanding and addressing global issues like human rights and sustainability, peace building, supporting international efforts for conflict resolution. Sustainable development, linking peace with environment stewardship. For natural environment, environmental education, fostering responsibility towards nature. Sustainable lifestyle, encouraging eco-friendly practices. This approach promotes a peaceful and sustainable world by addressing interconnected personal, social, and global challenges.